yeah. That's the flight attendant I would want on my next flight. Oh. You saw nothing. Yes, you definitely saw nothing after that. But we will be looking at Ami figure pre-orders this week from the 2nd of September to the 7th of September 2024. Fair few figures, some Azur ones, no adult ones that were released, at least not in the adult section of Ami this week. So I'll just get straight on into it. Again, links for all these figures we'll look at will be in the description down below. And if you can comment, like, and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. And there'll be other videos coming up in the future, just working on different plans and what ideas I can do for future videos. Let's get on into the figures that have been released for pre-order this week. Mew Edelfelt swimsuit version 1/7 by Fuyu for 17,380 yen in a swimsuit. Looking pretty nice overall, I think. Although I'm not much of a Fate fan really in general. I don't play the game. Looks nice. I think the scaling's 1/7. It's probably fine. Pricing's probably about right. February 2025. No major complaints. Probably could be a bit more shading in the hair on this one. There's a little bit of shading on the outfit, on the swimsuit, and the base is very basic. So that's fine overall, not too bad. And then we've also got Eliasville von Eisenberg as well in a swimsuit. This one again looks fine. Bit better hair shading with this one, with the grey, the white hair going to greys. Probably a bit better figure overall maybe out of the two. February 2025, again same price, 17,380 yen. Not too bad. Nothing to write home about. I think overall there's a lot of Fate figures, so I think you're not lacking for design options. The skin shading is not too bad actually on this one. I think compared to the other ones, probably better. Yeah, the skin definition is not too bad. The sculpt work is okay, but I think I do prefer the Eisenberg one really overall. That seems to be a bit more effort in terms of where the skin shading is. Like under the armpits and whatnot. So yeah, out of the two, Eisenberg's a bit better. So say Shoujo Tienen Zero Ishiro. High school summer clothes, 1/10 scale, plastic model for 7,980 yen. So I think this is painted, if I remember correctly, pre-painted and unpainted face parts. 4 different expansions, including eye, shadow, lipstick, are used in the design for the first time in the series to create a mood expression. And little tooth shows in her mouth wide open. Exchangeable body parts. So this is a kit. It seems like you have to assemble. You could also buy some alternative hair pieces with this figure. So it's very similar to Figma, it looks like. But it looks like you might have to do some painting yourself. But yeah, so you got 2 other hair options here, which are about a little bit over 1,000 yen each. So to get her main figure and the 2 actual hair pieces, you'll be looking at about 11,000 yen before shipping. It'll just touch over 10,000 yen because these are about 1,100 to 1,200 yen each, I think, for these. February 2025. Fine, I suppose, if you're after sort of a Figma high school girl character. Gyoru, not too bad. I'm not familiar with the series though. Konosuba, Darkness Fairy Tale version 1/7 by Proof for 21,500 yen. March 2025 release. This one's a lot better for your money. I think the base adds a lot of characteristic. The elegant dress and the yellows look really well done, going from the bright yellows to oranges. Definitely like that a lot. I love the little rat that they've got going down here as well, with some sort of fruit that he's eating. Looks really good. Hair shading, face looks pretty good. No major things to do with the facing I can think of. Sculpt work looks pretty good. Looks like there's some detailing on the dress as well, like gold lettering on the dress, but you can't see very well compared to the yellow. So there's a little bit there, you can see the detailing, but yeah, not too bad. Pretty good looking figure, and it's good. Another Konosuba figure. Always good to get more Konosuba figures at least out. Very good looking figure. Definitely worth getting. Hopefully they do the other 2 as well. Aqua and Megamine in this style would be nice. I think a lot of people, I think, would appreciate that, especially if you can get the staircases to sort of match together. Maybe they have them at different heights, like they have Aqua ahead of her in like a, you know, the extra within more steps to show the whole staircase going up would be pretty nice, I think. Makima 1/7 by Amakuni for 29,700 yen, May 2025. This one, in terms of the Makima figures, the hair shading looks spot on. The sculpting on the jacket looks really well done, giving it the motion. Face looks pretty good. Blood on the base looks at least more realistic. I think some people didn't really like the other Makima figure, which had a lot of blood being splattered all over her trousers and on her shirt. So I think people will probably prefer this one. It's a bit cleaner and not as much desensitized to violence, I suppose, or sensitized to violence, should I say. So yeah, overall not too bad. The price is, I think, the only problem. 30,000 yen for a 1/7 of a relatively simple design. You know, it's just in a suit and whatnot, so maybe not get that one. Kid Mai Sakurajima Jewel Prince 1/7 by El Coco for 3,520 yen. January 2025. Again, El Coco really good from what I've seen. A lot of people like these really super cheap price-wise, but the quality's outstanding for the price. For what you're getting, shading on the outfits enough to give depth. The hair shading looks really well done. The blue the metallic blues on the shoes is really well and glossy, and then the base, like with this sapphire effect, it looks really cool. Definitely they've put a lot more effort into all aspects of the base of the figure, not just the base and just the figure itself. They've actually tying them together, I think, which elevates the figure overall, especially for, you know, 3,500 yen, about $25. It's nothing really for this sort of figure for 1/7. Easily worth getting a hold of, I think, if you're a big Sakurajima Mai fan. Azur Lane Owari 1/7. A complete figure, single shipment of this one by Good Smile Art Shanghai for 24,000 yen, July 2025. This one comes with a jacket. So there is another version of her without the jacket. She saved about 5,000 yen. And I think the base will obviously, base is simpler as well on that one. At least this one, they're showing a carpeted base. We don't really know what base you'll get with the base. Other one, it could just be like a brown, just a black disc most likely, for cheaper costs. But this will give you a bit more view. Yeah, she looks really good. You do get both faceplates, luckily, with both versions, which I think is a good bonus. I'm glad that they're doing that. So you do get alternative faceplates with this one. I love the jacket. It just adds so much to the figure, especially if you have her in game with this skin. She looks very, obviously, seductive, very well endowed in the front leaning portion, so definitely a good looking figure, very well detailed. I think everything looks perfect. I don't see any flaws anywhere on this figure. This is, in these photos, very close to like ultra quality or professionalism, at least with these prototype photos. The skirt might be the only thing where there's like, oh, there's not much shading there, but I think that's fine, to be honest, because you're not going to be paying much attention to the skirt. You'll be paying attention to the ravine, the canyon, I guess you could say, that she's equipped with. Yep, the faces look really good as well. I like both faces. I will probably have her with I don't know, maybe the open face, I think, without the jacket, and then with the jacket I'll probably have her with the normal smiling face. I think I think that's the two options based on here as well. With the jacket I'd have the smiley face. Without the jacket, where she's been a bit more alluring, a bit more seductive, I'd have the you know, very alluring face. So yeah, that's both versions. I personally would pay the extra 5,000 yen and just have their jacket and the better base. Prisma Ring Tokyo Revengers Hajime Kakone 1/7 by Primon Studios, which is, people don't like to hear Primon Studios because it means that this price tag, 40,000 yen, August 2025. He looks fine. Paint job looks good overall, I think, for it. Yeah, the jacket looks really good. Sculpting looks fine. The detailing in the safe looks pretty good overall as well. The metallic detailing of the steel looks pretty accurate to a weathered, dented steel over time of a safe. That's going to be of that era. So yeah, it looks fine overall. But the base is pretty, just bog standard hexagon. Or 1, 2, 3, yeah, a hexagon. So yeah, not 40,000 yen though. This is the only problem with Prime Studios. You have to really love the figure, and I think, yeah, I would rather get like quarter scale freeing figures for this price personally. But yeah, that's an option. Then we've got Hiei as well, version 2, 1/8 by Kotobukiya for 24,030 yen, March 2025. Him with his dragon ability going off, it looks like. I've not seen the anime. It's a very old anime classic, I know that. But I don't think it'd be something I can get myself into. The dragon effect looks really nice. The dark black and blues look really good. And then having the light blue flickering bits, giving it like depth and sort of movement and life to it as well. It looks really well done. So I think this is very nice, and I think 24,000 yen is actually really good. With 1/8 scale, so it's a bit smaller, but you're going to make up for that with for the height and size with the dragon technique that he's using. So very good looking figure. Definitely, I think potentially worth getting if you really like Yu Yu Hakusho. Bochi the Rock, Kyo Kita cafe style version by Furu for 6,930 yen. As a Tenatol line, so July 2025. Pretty good. I like the outfit. Shading looks pretty good. Hair's the semi-transparent, semi-translucent color going from red to a sort of see-through red at the tips. Some people like it, some people don't. I think it depends on the character and the overall aesthetic of the character design for me. Not too bad. And then we also have Yamada as well, Rio, for the same price. Again with semi-transparent, looks like blue hair. Some basic shading on the outfit, on our school uniform and whatnot. Yeah, it looks fine. 7,000 yen's about right. Tentol, I do like the Tentol lineup over pop-up parades generally because the paint job's just better overall. So yeah, both looking pretty good for Tentol line. A freeing figure, as pretty much we freeing just release one every week. They seem to be launching 52 to 80 freeing figures every bloody year now. 36,300 yen. So this is Inoue Takina bunny version, 1/4 scale. February 2025 release. Pretty simple design. I think the face is probably fine. I think the hair sculpt gives it away more so of relating to the Lyricus recoil rather than her face. The faces might not be as accurate as the anime. Dark blue outfit, pretty standard, but that's the only problem with freeing is that they've been very lazy, unfortunately. There's been a couple of good designs, but not too many overall. So I'm probably not going to get these, but 36,000 yen, I think these might go down on a sale once they're released in February. A lot of them have been. If you just check the sale and do freeing as the manufacturer, you just see that I think there's like 58, I think, when I checked yesterday, freeing figures that are on sale. And that's just freeing for quarter scale. There's a bunch of other, My Ethos do quarter scales. They sometimes go on sale as well and whatnot. So yeah. Then we got Hatsudoko motored cyborg runner SSX Turbos Acid by Max Factory for 21,420 yen. I picked this one because this seems to be like the premiere version of like a Figma, I guess you could say, because the whole body's metallic and is like a cyborg. It hides the joints are natural, so you can the joints in normal human anatomy would obviously on a Figma style obviously take away from the realism of this of the figures, but this looks really well done. I love the panel shading and the panel detail I've got going on here, so it looks pretty accurate as well overall. I like and it looks like there's quite a good flexibility with these roller skates as well, and then there's this support rod which anchors into the back to actually take the weight of the figure, depending on to get these obviously super low positions that you've got going on this figure. So I just thought I'd raise this up. If you're into your Figmas, then you've got like this premier deluxe version of a Figma, potentially that you can get into some crazy positions to show if that's the sort of thing you're into. So that's why I thought I'd include this one. June 2025 for that. Tenitol Toho Project, Satori Komeji and Koshi Komeji by Fu. Tenitol line, 16,500 yen. March 2025. Quite cute couple. Painting looks fine. They're prize pick-up figures, so yeah, the green shading looks really well done. Yeah, nice looking figures. I think not much else to say. I mean, it's a bit interesting that they're doing these as a pair, kind of forcing you to buy 2 figures. But yeah, Tenitols I think about 1/7 scales or 1/8 scales in size. So I think the pricing is fine. If you like both these characters, it's from the Toho Project, so a lot of people love obviously the Toho Project designs anyways. So I definitely can see why a lot of people definitely want to get these figures. Owari illustrated by D-Smile, 1/6. Manufacturer Otherware for 19,200 yen. May 2025. I really like this OC design. She's adorable. Love the dress. Love the pose. The hair sculpting looks really good. Obviously, some shots you're going to get, some angles you'll get some extra benefits. Yeah, the facial expression looks pretty good. Can I get one? Yeah, that's not better. Eyes look really nice actually on this one as well. The framing of the hair and the fringe actually around the eyes looks much more, looks a lot better than a lot of other figures I've seen. The dress design looks really nice and stands out. Yeah, I love the outfit. Very nice looking figure. Very good OC design. Definitely worth getting a hold of if you like this sort of these OC designs. Definitely, I think, worth getting hold of. Very nice looking figure. Azur batch anniversary illustration version on 7th by Slarian, 19,600 yen, July 2025. So this one is got removable parts, which I think in terms of this design gives you 2 completely different aesthetics with this figure. So you can have obviously her with an apron on, the chef's hat, and a batter and a spatula, and whatnot. Or you can actually have her without the chef stuff, which and different hand options, which just gives you 2 completely different. I think 2 different faceplates is all you get with this one. Yeah, so you get different faceplates as well. So you get a couple of accessories with this for the price. So it gives you 2 completely different designs. You know, this one's like, whoopsie, I dropped my carton drink and my banana. Uh-oh. And then she's just like, oh, you've just interrupted me. I'm trying to cook something for you. So, yeah, no, I think I like that a lot from Sly. And I wish more manufacturers do that, where it gives you 2 completely different options in terms of how you want to display her, depending on what sort of, you know, what you're feeling, I suppose. Without being Figmas and then having to pose them and whatnot, which a lot of people don't like to do. But yeah, no, very good looking figure, and the price is really good for the accessories you're going to get in there. Definitely worth getting a hold of, I think, as well. And you get a illustration card as well, a collection card. So easily worth it if you like this character from Azur. Azur, another Owari shimmering Fossieth version, 1/7 by Apex for 19,800 yen. November 2025, so quite a way. We got over a year for this. But this one again looks good, like all the previous Owari ones we've looked at. The horns obviously different. They're black. They're not the so that's a different design take. She's lying on a bed in a very, very thin, scantily clad outfit, dress. The gold calligraphy looks really well done. The skin shading looks amazing, just like on the other ones. The manjus look obviously very nice, and you get 2 faceplates with this one as well. And the bed looks really nice and comfy to get on. So yeah, definitely a very nice looking figure. Potentially one to get hold of from Apex if you don't want to get the other ones. Because that's her default outfit, obviously. Then if you want a swimsuit, or you're doing like a swimsuit or beachwear style shelving, then this is definitely one worth getting hold of. Owari is one of my other favourite main waifus from the game, apart from New Jersey. Here we go. Kidikal Overlord, Lupus Serena, Beta 10th Anniversary, Sewn Bin version 1/8 by Kalakawa for 23,260 yen, March 2025. So this, hello? Jesus, okay. Looks good. I think the other one, by Alter, painting looks sharper and clean on that one. This one's really good. The shading on the outfit looks really nice, and the sculpt work looks really well done. The base looks pretty good on this one. There are two versions of this, so this one's obviously slightly cheaper. The slightly more expensive one, you get a bit more with the base for an extra sort of, nearly 1,000 yen, and there's extra bits coming up on the bottom behind her, which I think I probably would spend the extra for that. So to just give these extra detailing and emphasis on what her personality is like. If you've watched Overlord, you'll understand, compared to the bog standard one, which doesn't have the extra bits. This one's a bit more plain and whatnot, but for an extra 1,000 yen, I would do 990 yen. I would easily spend the extra bit just to get the extra part of the base. Both very good. Definitely worth getting a hold of, I think, if you are like Overlord, which I do. I really should watch the movie. I've not watched that yet. She laughs shy. I feel ashamed. Magasa Suduri bunny style Xmas Santa color. So this is a recolor of one we covered before for 23,370 yen by Plum, coming out in November 2024. I do like the recolor. The sort of the red Santa aesthetic going on is actually really nice. Her hair, facial expression looks really well done, and I love the hair sculpting as well. I think we're going to get a few other recolors of this one in the future, like the tights, the leg folding, like with the leg over the other, looks really nicely done. The angle looks really good. Yeah, very nice looking figure. I did bring up the previous list though. Her previous one sort of this purple and black sort of casino style aesthetic, and was a bit cheaper, down 20,000 yen. I don't think this is still available. Oh no, she is available. 26,000 yen on sale at the moment. So this is the original is slightly more expensive, but and they've changed the color of the seat as well. So depending on which one you prefer, for the sort of basic casino aesthetic, or you want a Christmas themed one, then you got the two options still available. So this one's obviously in stock that you can purchase now. Overlord Albedo Sobin version, limited color, complete figure by Union Creative, 21,340 yen, January 2025. This is a second release. She's already been released before, so it's like a re-release for people who've missed out on her. Wings look really nicely done and whatnot. I think a lot of people quite liked this figure as well, because the outfit looks very casual and the boots look amazing. I think a lot of people like the boot design that's going on here. Like the high heel, I guess not boots, but like the high heel straps going on up the leg look really good as well. And I think a lot of people like this design of Albedo as well. So very good looking figure. I'm glad we got a re-release of this, January 2025. And yeah, and this is just that I brought this up to show that the previous orders, so the price has gone up from what she was 22,000 initially. She's 22,000 still. Okay, so you might be able to get her for a bit cheaper since she went down to about 17,500 before orders were closed on the previous run. Although this one isn't the limited colors version, so there might be a slight color change between the two versions. But as I just thought I'd show you that they have been previous versions. Oh yeah, here we go, another one as well, 20,200. So actually a third release, then I guess you could say, of the figure, Union Creative. So a lot of people really liked it since it sold out twice. If you missed out the previous two times, then get a hold of her while you can for pre-order. And here we go, my Gaunchy intro. But yeah, Tights na Oshigoto Work 3 Cabin Attendant Aya Sayoniji complete figure by Vertex for 23,370 yen, January 2025. I love this concept of doing what Vertex has been doing with the the Elf Villager lineup, the Orbit Girl series, which I've got up there as well. The first one, they're working on Orbit Girl number 2, and now they're doing the Dark Elf Villager lineup as well. And now it looks like they're doing these other sort of professional work sexy work aesthetics. So this flight attendant one looks really nice. I'm very tempted to get a hold of this one. She is cast offable in the top, based on this very well, I should put dimmed out picture, opaque picture. But yeah, and you do have a skirt that you can have on if you want to make it a bit more safe for display purposes. Although I would display her without the skirt, to be honest, to make it look more like a swimsuit, I guess you could say, or bodysuit. But yeah, looks really good. Vertex have come a long way with their figure quality since as they progressed through the Elf Villager line. The quality has just gotten better and better each time as they come up with a new design. So like, the hair sculpting on this looks really well good. The painting on the blues looks really, really lovely and rich. I love the glossy blue on the outfit and on the hat. Yeah, very good looking figure. And the sculpt work on the suitcase makes it look like a pretty realistic suitcase. And that rear end is very nice. Definitely a nice, worth getting a hold of, as I think they're probably going to carry on this similar lineup. Work 3, they're probably going to do work 1, 2 and whatnot in different outfits. Maybe it'll be policewoman, school teacher, office worker, stuff like that, which I think would be really promising. I'd have to do a bit more investigation in Vertex, see if they're doing those as potential future releases after this one. So she does come up pretty soon. How much is she in UK? 125 VAT. She's under the threshold as well, so I wouldn't have to pay VAT on her. So import tax. So yeah, I would definitely potentially be ordering this one. Keep an eye out next year when I get a hold of her. Most likely we'll get a hold of her. And there's two versions actually. So there's this one which comes with an A3 wall skull and a different faceplate. So you can save a bit of money and just get the box standard one, or if you want the additional faceplate, which I like the different faceplate, the smiling faceplate compared to just the box standard sort of mouse closed surprised faceplate. Yeah, I like that one. Unfortunately, that'll be over the threshold, so I'd have to pay import tax on that one. That'd be something I have to make, and this one will have a different base as well. It'll have a because they're antenna limited run one. It'll have a bit more of elaborate and luxury base, which like the Elf Villager one comes with like a fake grass on it. So this one I don't know whether that for this one being a flight attendant, I'd expect maybe some sort of like tiled flooring like you see in airports sort of thing, most likely. Then we've got Gem series, Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion, CC Gem, 15th anniversary version by Mega House for 24,200 yen, February 2025. I think a lot of people would be picking this up just because it's CC with the cape and very starkly clothed. So yeah, I think a lot of people potentially will be wanting to get a hold of this one. I love the flow and the cape. Paint job's probably going to be pretty basic, unfortunately, with this one. So that might be the only problem, but you are paying a pretty premium with it being a Code Geass figure. So yeah, take it as it is, unfortunately. But she looks fantastic. Her hair shading looks really well done. I think it's semi-transparent as well for the green, which gives a bit more depth for, at least for greens. I think that it's not too bad to do semi-translucent in the hair. Also, very good looking figure by Mega House. And then we got Uzumaki as well, 6-pass stage mode for 16,500 yen, January 2025. This one I can understand a lot of people like the price of this one. Very good looking. The fire effects in his look really nice. They're very oranges and yellows. This looks really accurate to the actual anime as well. So yeah, I like this a lot. Very good. Definitely, if you're a massive Naruto Shippuden fan, get hold of this one. 1/8 scale, so it'll be pretty small. But yeah, pretty good overall. Definitely worth getting hold of. And then we've got Tsunade version, Splash version of Mega House, 15,180 yen, March 2025. This is a recolor. Her first release was a purple swimsuit, which you would have been able to get for about 10,000. So a bit of a price hike, another 5,000 yen from the original. So if you missed out on that one, then you can get her in a white swimsuit. I don't mind. I think I like the white swimsuit version of her, but I'm not gonna get this not massive into getting Naruto Shippuden figures really in my collection. And then we've got Ultimate Article Kikeda Renewal Edition. Single shipment for this one, Mega House, 36,300 yen, February 2025. This is a very old classic anime, and comes with different arm parts. And this, as you can tell from the size, basically quarter scale or a bit bigger than quarter scale. So it's going to take up a lot of space on your shelf. Yep, comes with different arm options, so you can have cross-armed or in a fighting stance. And the head up is LED. It takes AAAs, which I think go into the base. So not a bit more of a unique, if you're into your more classic anime series, like Power Ranger-esque lineup, then like Moon and Rider, and I can't remember a couple of the other ones. But yeah, the price is high, but I think there are going to be certain people, especially in Japan, that would definitely get this one. Maybe not in the West. I can understand us lot in the West probably won't be pre-ordering this. This will definitely be a bit more localized Japan release. And Desktop Real McCoy, X Dragon Ball Z, Goku and Gohan in their Super Saiyan forms on a bike. I like the storytelling of this one. This is obviously from the Cell arc, where Gohan and Goku come out of the time chamber in Super Saiyan form and maintain Super Saiyan form the entire time. This isn't actually shown in the anime at all. This is not an actual scene. But if you've watched Dragon Ball Z, you'll know anyways. But I like this sort of Gohan and Goku doing what he always does, just being mischief and eating, and Gohan being the sensible one, even though he's having fun actually spending time with his dad, which if you've seen Dragon Ball is something that's a bit lacking. He's not the best father. That does it for this lineup of figures. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. I tried to be a bit more energetic this time. Again, figures for links for these will be in the description down below. And if you can comment, like, and subscribe, that'll be much appreciated. And I shall catch you in another video. Thanks. Bye.